Hey and welcome to this video. My name is Phil and today I'm going to be talking about a really powerful tool on the market right now called Yive. Now Yive stands for Your Instant Video Empire, and as the name suggests, we're going to be creating instant videos which are automated and awesome, and we're going to be uploading a lot of them. Now this is a very complex tool, so I highly recommend you watch this entire training just to make sure if it's actually right for you or not. And if you do decide to get started, I have left a link in the description. And if you do use that, I'm going to give you some exclusive bonus training on how you can actually set up a campaign. So make sure you check that out. So what is Yive and how does it work? Now, hopefully I will explain this easily enough to understand. It is a very, very intense tool. And when I got started about a month ago, I was very sort of confused, skeptical where to actually start. It was a bit of a mission to actually get things up and running. But since that month, I've actually been able to get some results. I've uploaded a ton of videos. Things are starting to look really, really good. So just know that it is a long-term strategy. You're not just going to do this for a month and then set it and forget it and run away. I mean, you could, and it could still create ongoing income. But if you want to really get some mega returns from it, it's a consistent thing. Now, they recommend you spend about half an hour to an hour once a week or once a day, depending on how much time you have to actually start creating your own empire. I usually spend about 2 hours once a week, right? So it is creating some results from that amount of work. But after seeing how fast things are growing now, I'm actually going to spend a lot more time on it. So just to give you an idea of how much time you actually need for this type of thing. So what does it do? What does Yive actually do? So I'm going to talk about just one of the different ways you can use Yive. There is currently 7. I think there's 8 now, actually. One just got launched last week. But basically what it does, we're going to talk about the Amazon sort of program, the feature inside of it. What the Amazon sort of section or software part of it does is what you can do is you can choose a particular type of keyword. So it might be a product, it might be a niche, something like that. And then what Yive's going to do is it's going to look for products that have over, I think, 4.8 star review. And if they have over 100 reviews, what it's going to do is it's going to scrape the review text and it's going to create a video and it's going to display that text on it. So basically what it does is it's going to find specific products. It's going to create sort of product review videos of people's reviews, and it's going to create instant videos based on that. And it's going to scrape all of the keyword search terms, find the ones that actually qualify, which is, over a certain amount of reviews and making sure they're over a certain amount of star rating. And then it's going to create separate videos for each one. Now, how it uploads it is pretty interesting. So the whole point of Yive is to actually create an empire, right? And to create an empire, you need a lot of people, right? And it's the same thing with Yive. You need to have a lot of YouTube accounts, right? And they recommend you start off with 100, right? 100 accounts. It blew my mind when they said this number. So what actually happens is you either buy some accounts. There are some vendors inside of the private Facebook group for Yive users, or else you can actually create your own. If you create your own, it will take a little bit of time. Just to let you know, YouTube accounts are about $1 each. So it is a little bit of an investment up front. It's like $100, but that's fine. But what happens is once you finally get these YouTube accounts, you link them all up, you actually put them inside of Yive, and then Yive can automatically post them to these things, right? So imagine what we just talked about. It's finding these product reviews, specific products. It's going through the reviews, creating these videos, and you can even put voiceovers on it. It's automatically done. And what it's going to do is it's just going to talk about all the different product reviews. Now, the really magic part of this is you add in your Amazon Associates tag, right? And you add it to the system. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to automate an affiliate link with your Amazon Associates tag to that video. And it's going to link it directly in your description, right? So you've created a video about the product. It's going to auto-generate images to go on that product review. It's going to automate the text to go on top of it based on the product reviews. And then it's going to automate the entire thing for all of your accounts. So basically, hopefully I haven't lost you already. It's pretty intense, but you just do a keyword search, you have your account set up, it finds the accounts, you type in some data, like I'll show you what it is in a bit, and then you let it run. And it's just going to automatically generate videos. It actually engages with other videos and searches and things like that to make it look like natural accounts. And it's just going to create this empire of videos for you. So all you do is once a week or once a day, whichever time you have for it, you just do another search, set it up and let it run. Next day, do another search, set it up, let it run. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But over time, if you know about SEO and things like that, these videos are going to rank. And if people look for this particular type of product and your video is at #1, or it's even on Google in the video section, then people are going to click on it, right? And if people click on your link for, like, if you're given a word of encouragement, like best price available or something like that, it's like people are going to click to Amazon through your link, right? And what you get from that is if they don't buy that particular product, they might buy something else, and you're going to get a small kickback from all of that. So hopefully that explains it. That's, in my mind, the easiest way to explain it. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to jump behind the screen, and I'm actually going to show you live, show you my campaign, show you my earnings, show you everything. And once again, if you do decide to join, I have left a link in the description. And if you do join through my affiliate link, you will also get some bonus training. So here we go. Let's get stuck into Yive and let's show you how it works. Okay, here we are on the Yive website. First of all, I just wanted to go over the pricing so you know what you're in for. So there's no, sneaky things like that. Now, there is 3 different pricing as far as I'm aware, which there is starter, professional, and enterprise. Just know that you can definitely start off with the $47 option to start with. That means 500 Google accounts or YouTube accounts you can actually run, as well as 3,000 videos a month. And that's more than enough to get started, guys. So don't freak out. You don't need to get these for a very long time. You may even use this forever. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, if you start getting really good returns and you want to scale, you can upgrade to here. Anyway, once again, links in the description if you want to check that out. So Yive. Now, this is my back end of Yive. As you can see, over the past 30 days, I've done over 1,100 videos. It sounds like a lot, but it doesn't actually take much effort. 55 have failed, and I think that just means, one of the YouTube accounts maybe had an issue. So that's why it's not actually uploading the videos. It's a very, very cool process, though, and I'll walk you through how it sort of works. Now, first of all, we have here, it's what's called the stacker, and this is where you're going to add in all of your Google accounts, and then you can create what's called a YouTube group, right? And the way I've sort of laid it out is I'll show you some of my niches. People don't like to show you their back office either. I'm just going to show you anyways because I don't really care. I'm just testing at the moment. I'll also create bonus training, which will go in depth with this. But basically, what I've done is I've put in, I think, 100 accounts into Yive, and then I've split them up into 6 different categories, mainly just to test to see what things are actually working. And if I click on each, it's actually going to show me what accounts are in there. There might be slightly more than 100, but it's a rough approximate number. And as you can see inside here, we've got group status. So it's saying this group is healthy, need to check, and healthy. Basically what this means is maybe one of the accounts is having a verification issue. So I might have 2 bad accounts right now. So that's completely fine. I'm not going to go into the Google accounts because you'll see exactly what the channels are. But basically that's where you just put in all your accounts. All you need to do is really upload the login and password, and then Yive takes everything over with terms of proxies and management. It's even got a feature called seasoning accounts, and what it will do is before you upload, they recommend you spend like, I think it's 10 or 15 days seasoning account, which basically means interacting, searching, things like that. And Yive can do that automatically, so it looks like a legitimate account of a personal user. So yeah, it's a very, very cool feature. I'm really stoked that you don't have to pay for proxies as well. Choosing the right proxy is a pain in the butt, so these guys have taken it on the chin, and that's all part of the pricing. So now I'm going to show you what a campaign will do, right? So first of all, I'm going to choose a new campaign, and I'll walk you through the entire process. So here we've actually got 9 things. Now, this new custom content is a new feature that's just added. I haven't explored yet, so I'm not going to talk about that particularly today. I may do one in the future about it. But what I'm going to mainly be talking about today is Amazon, as it's such a good tool. But you can also do things like specific URLs, keywords, your own video remix. I'm not quite sure what that is, but you can do like multiple URLs, spin tags, things like that. And basically what it's going to do is you can create, multiple versions of, results of what you're actually trying to do. So I see a lot of people doing lead generation with this. So if you're trying to sell like ClickBank affiliate products or something like that, you can actually build your list quite easily. You've just got to think of some good incentives people would like. So like lead magnets, free books. You can use things like IDPLR to, get these things for like quick and easy ways, right? So it's all there. So basically what I'm going to show you today is the Amazon one, because it's a really good one to start with. So what I'm going to call this particular, this campaign is we can talk about microphones, right? So I'm going to call it microphones. Now, people do these in different methods. I'm just going to show you this. It's a very basic sort of generic way of doing it, and it's easy to do. All right, so I've got my campaign name. I've chosen Amazon. I'm going to go next step. Now, on the next step, we've got our Amazon product keywords, right? This is the keyword searching sort of place. So what I'm going to type in here is maybe some of my favorite microphones to see what's around. So I'm going to type in like Blue Yeti. I'm going to talk about, you know, the maybe I'll type in like Shure microphones, maybe Rode microphones. This is probably good enough to start with. Who else would there be? Nah, this will be all right to start with. I'll show you what it does. So as you can see here, there must be at least 150 words of 4 or 5 star reviews. So that's the criteria. And if we scroll down, you can see it's actually scraping through here to find, you know, products that are related. Now, Blue Yeti's unfortunately pulled up some cups and things like that. So I'm probably going to change it. But for this example, I might even leave it. It might be worthwhile. Blue Yeti microphones. Yeah, so basically it doesn't matter. I sort of butchered that first example, but basically what it's going to do is it's using these keywords, it's searching through all the results of these particular keywords to see what products are there that have got a 4 or 5 star review with at least 150 words on the review itself, right? So you can see there's lots of different things here. We've got some mics, we've got some random bits and pieces, you know, we've got windshields, everything like that. Now, I wouldn't get too analytical or really in-depth about this particular step because all we're trying to do is find particular products that have got really good reviews, so they're good products, right? And all we're trying to do is get a lot of it, right? So at the moment, we've got 45 total products, 44 products selected. I'm actually going to load some more. So I generally try to get around like 100. The reason being it just lasts a little bit longer when you actually go to push your campaign, right? So imagine in my account, I've got 18. If I choose one of the niches, I've got 18 accounts in my group. If I do that, then each video gets posted, like it doesn't go all in one account either. It's all spread out. So one account, one video, and then it just goes through the cycle. So 18 accounts, if I had 100 videos, that's like 5 videos each basically. And I'm only going to set it to 1 video a day. So that's 5 days it's going to post, and then it's going to need another campaign, if that makes sense. So getting 100 is pretty good. You can go a lot higher if you want. It'll last a lot longer. For this particular example, though, I'm not going to spend too long as I don't want to waste your guys' time. So what have we got? I'll just pause the video actually until it is finished. Okay, so the second lot has done. As you can see, now I've got 110 products selected, which is great. So basically that's enough for this example that I'm going to show you. And all of these here, the great thing about it is they've got very long titles, which is going to be much easier to rank for on YouTube and Google. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go to the next step and see what's up. So now we have these slides per video. So this is however many slides you want on your video. Basically what I have been setting it to is between sort of 8 and 16. So it's like an even number. I like even numbers, and it's just going to randomly choose them between there. And the same with the slides. Think about if you watch a video, potentially like a top 10 or something like that. How long do you look at it before you get bored? Generally speaking, it's usually about 1 or 2 bars of a song. So it's about 4 to 8 seconds roughly. So I leave it about there. You can randomize it as well to make it more unique. So maybe even 4 to 10, things like that. It tells you roughly how long your video duration is as well. Now, you don't need long videos for this. Something to point out. It's more of the point just getting the people to the video and then getting them to click on the link. You don't have to do anything crazy long. People would prefer to see something short and punchy anyway. So keep that in mind. Now we've got some interesting settings. First of all, we've got voiceover with music background. So you have a couple of options. You can have voiceover only or music or background music only, sorry. Or you can have both. Now, I've tested both and there doesn't seem to be any common winner. So I think just go with whatever you think. A lot of people just use background music only just so people can read the text. For this example, I'm just going to leave it as is. Now, on the outro, what it's going to do is it's actually going to create a final page. And on that final page, it's going to have a sort of piece of text that you can customize. So what I'm going to type in this particular one is more of a call to action, is link in the description for best prices, basically. So it's more of a call to action than more reviews, right? And then here you can change the background colors. So it's another good feature as well, as it's all randomized. Each time you upload a campaign, it's going to be different colors, and you can also change them to suit. And some people like to change them based on what you're talking about. For example, if someone's talking about hemp, you can make it green. If someone's talking about water bottles, you can make it blue, things like that. Something to keep in mind. For microphones, I don't think it really matters that much. So I'm just going to continue. Before I should move forward, I should probably tell you as well, you've got different voiceovers that you can have, different people. I don't know if the voice is on right now.
Hello, my name is Matthew. You can pick me as your text-to-speech human-like voice engine for your video pal.
As you can see, that was Matthew. It doesn't, it's up to you if you want to play through it. Everyone's got a favorite. I just use Matthew. He seems pretty legit. Right, save and next step. Right, now here is the exciting part. This is where the fun really begins. So what I recommend you do is follow these settings. This is what I'm currently doing. Basically what you want to do is you want the videos to be uploaded automatically. If you want to choose a YouTube channel, what I'm going to do is just choose one of my YouTube groups. So for this particular one, I might choose gaming, because microphones is quite relevant. Now the upload interval, this is however many minutes between each video you want to be uploaded. I'm just going to make it quite quick and fast for this campaign, so it doesn't take too long. Here you can have your Amazon Associates tag, and this here is my test accounts one, so that's there. And here you want to add in some tags. Now, if you have things like vidIQ, you can find some really laser targeted tags. If you don't, just think about all of the different related tags you can think of. So we talked about, Blue Yeti, so I could type in Blue Yeti mic, Blue Yeti microphone, right? I even think you have to remove the spaces in between as well, just to let you know. Right, so Blue Yeti microphone, Shure microphone, what else was there? There was Rode microphone, right? So just throw in a bunch. It doesn't really matter too much if you just want to get the campaign going. It's better not to, spend too much time doing this sort of thing instead of just actually getting it done. So that's enough for here. Call to action. You can add this if you want. I've been leaving it out recently. It doesn't really matter. Description before. So this is before the actual link goes into it. I haven't really been adding it either. Actually, with the call to action, I should probably let you know. What it does is the name of the video, which is going to be the product title, it's going to be at the end of that. So you can add things in here, like if you wanted to put in best price. It's also spin tax supported, so you could put in these funny brackets, and you can put in, it's that one, I believe. Yeah, the funny brackets, and you can change it up. So best price, great deal, all that sort of stuff, and you can add in the spin tax there, and it's going to randomize them for each one. And then also description before, I usually leave that blank. It just means if you leave it blank, the link will be the first thing on the description, which you want. But here is where you want to write in a paragraph, right? So think about what people will be interested in. Once again, this is spin text. You can add spin text as well. Now, basically what you want to do is write, 3 or 4 paragraphs about microphones. Now, an easy way to do it is to use a tool like Spin Rewriter. It does cost some money. You can get 5 days free trial though. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But basically what you can do is go into Google. You could type in, best microphones or reasons to buy microphones or things to look for when buying microphones. Use Spin Rewriter to copy and paste that article in there. It's going to spin it up with all of the spin tax in there. So there's like a million different variations of that article. Then you can paste it in there, and then none of your videos are going to be the same. You can actually even do that for hashtags as well if you want to keep your accounts a little bit more safe. So basically, you can write in your description here, 3 to 4 paragraphs. I'm not going to really do it for this particular example because it'll take a little bit of time, but it's there if you need it. And you always want to leave the add Amazon affiliate disclosure there as well, guys. If you don't have that, you can get your account suspended. Translations, I haven't been using that. You can if you want. But this thumbnail section is actually a new feature that's just been added to Yive, I believe in the last month. And what it can do is actually pull in a random image and use that as your video thumbnail, right? So at the moment, we don't have a thumbnail. It's just going to automatically generate one from your video. If you have a bucket, you can add in your own thumbnails in there if you want, or else you can just use automatic. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to use thumbnail templates that are inside of there to do it for me. So it's very easy, very quick. So what you want to do in here for videos per day is type in the amount of accounts you have, right? So I've got 18 accounts in my group, and that's how many I'm going to do it. The reason for this is you want to post at least once a day for these types of things. If you don't, it'll stretch the campaign out too long, and that's just wasting precious time that you could be uploading other videos. So I do about 18 videos a day, however many is in my group. If I had 50 in my group, I'll do 50, and that keeps things going. And then finally, we've got render and campaign status. As soon as you click the the on and press save campaign, then it's going to run. And that's basically how it rolls. I'm actually going to come back later on and fill this out, so I'm going to leave this campaign as is. So that's basically Yive, guys. Once you start running it, I'll show you some of my campaigns. You can see the ones that are working in here. I'm not going to show you the particular products that are working really well, but I will show the people that buy Yive through my affiliate link. I'll show you which products are actually earning me commissions, which is really cool. But as you can see, I've done a bunch of campaigns in here. Some have been uploading really well, and there's pages and pages of this, right? So it's really cool. Now, the final thing I want to show you is the Amazon affiliate program. As you can see, I've only made $8.20, but keep in mind this is now automated. I only have to spend an hour a day, an hour a week, whichever it is, whatever I have. And as you can see, it's growing. Everything is growing. So that's a very good sign. The good thing about this too is YouTube videos, if you know how to do SEO, which I'll briefly talk about in the campaign after this, your videos will rank, and they'll rank for a very long time, right? So the more videos you create, the more chances you have of actually, you know, getting people to Amazon, clicking on links, things like that. So it's only going to grow up from here. I imagine from a few months from now, this will be much higher than this. Like, we'll be looking at hundreds of dollars a month, if not thousands of dollars a month, basically just from, you know, being continuous with this particular method. As you can see, we've driven 154 clicks, which is insane. That is a lot of clicks for these automated videos. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually just going to jump behind the camera once again. I just want to say a final few things, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so that was Yive. Hopefully I didn't lose you too much. It is a very, very powerful tool. It is a long-term strategy. So if you are just looking for something to, you know, churn and burn in a month, this unfortunately probably won't work as best as it could. If you are consistent with this, even if it's just for a 6-month period, something like that, then you can expect to see some very good results. Once again, if you're thinking about getting started with Yive, I am going to create some bonus training for you guys right after this video. I will give you that for free. I'll also show you the campaigns that are currently working as a bit of an incentive to join through my affiliate link. And if you do, thank you very much. You'll be helping support my channel. But apart from that, hopefully you guys have learned something today. Hopefully you've seen Yive. Once again, very powerful tool, not for the faint of hearted, but it is very powerful, and you don't even have to get in front of the camera for this one. So a very big tick right there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Subscribe for more videos if you want to see some epic tools that are getting released soon. And that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.